Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Techopolis. I'm joined, of course, by Janky Nick. How's it going, man?
Hello. How you doing, man? How you doing? Do you like that? Do you like this twirl?
I love it, man.
Do you want me to stand like this, Isaac?
Oh, yeah. Please
Yeah?
do, man.
Yeah. You got me stuck under this tree for a reason. Oh. I mean, this is like extreme Superman pose practice, right? We're like wedging ourselves under a tree in order to get the pose correct. And then like slowly hoping that our actual bodies take the shape of that pose by like it being forced under the tree, and therefore it maintaining that pose afterwards as well. So soon we'll always be swimming across the floor, Isaac, because we've conditioned ourselves to do it.
Do
do
you put any stock, Nick, into the idea of power poses? The idea being that if you stand a certain way, you'll be perceived differently or even feel differently. People say that if you like stand with your legs, a bit wider apart, with your hands like on your hips, in like a power pose, that you'll look more, powerful. You'll feel.
Yeah, people do say that, don't they? I have seen stuff about that where it's like in like a meeting, especially like in business context, right? If you're in a business meeting, you've got to, keep your chest up, stand with your, maintain like a solid, like menacing posture.
Never break eye contact.
Exactly,
with anybody ever.
You crack your knuckles just every 2 to 3 minutes, just because it's power moves, right? You do your power moves. I think to an extent, probably, that kind of like all those little things have effects without people really knowing. In terms of it actually making a difference to yourself by doing it, I don't know. Like sometimes, man, like if I'm walking outside, like I'm going somewhere, I leave my building, I'm out and about. Sometimes I do just like start walking a bit more confidently, just for the sake of walking more confidently. And that does make me feel more confident.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I can't lie. So I reckon I do take stock in that theory.
That philosophy.
Yeah. What do you reckon? Do you feel like that? Do you ever, when you do these, Isaac, do you like puff out your chest just to feel like a bit more menacing?
I'm always looking to dominate my business partners with my power poses, Nick.
Right.
As soon as you and I get in the same room, you'll see me just like, I'll never break eye contact.
Well, I'm not going to see you because you're just going to have your chest in my face, Isaac. Yeah. I can see that, man. I can see that. Yeah. No, nice.
I don't know though. It's the kind of thing where you see that, but then like people take it too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing. Like it's one thing if you do it, like you said, when you're walking and you feel good and stuff like that. But it's like you say, when it's like if you're in a meeting with like a colleague and your colleague's like power moving, and they're like trying to signal how powerful they think they are. It's like
being all competitive.
Yeah, it's like come on, man.
Leave it out.
You don't have to be like this. We're not getting paid enough to compete like this.
You're not getting paid enough over me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I get that, man. I get that. But then that almost lineates into general power moves as well. Isaac, I don't know if you've heard of power moves, but there's a couple of Australian blokes. I don't know what their names are, but they came up with all these like power moves.
Right.
And it's like people doing like these specific things just to assert dominance over the rest of humanity, right? So one example was when people come to your home, right? You say, like, can you take off your shoes, please? And then you leave yours on. And then like the not only
Oh, that's incredible.
And then not only do you assert your dominance by making them, listen to your commands, right? But then you also get like a little bit of a height advantage, extra height advantage over them. What's another one? It's if you know how to read like traffic crossings, right? So you're waiting at a pedestrian crossing and you notice the cars start to slow down, right? you start walking into the road just slightly earlier, and then saying like, "Follow me." To everyone else, causing people to hesitate, right, as you start, and then eventually be forced to follow your lead.
They have to follow you.
As it eventually goes green, right?
That's such a dumb thing to do, but I love it.
Oh man, there's actually so many power moves. I will try and refresh my mind, man, before next time about the power moves. Someone in the chat knows who I'm on about. Oh, they are good. And I do think of trying them sometimes, actually.
I couldn't imagine walking out into a traffic, like walking across a crossing ahead of time and being like, "Follow me." I can imagine it. Like I look back a bit, I wave my hand. I'm like, "Come on, follow me."
Yeah, you know.
But I couldn't imagine.
Actually subjecting strangers to this. I think I actually did do it once on a crossing that I knew very well, but I was with like my group of friends, and most of them were like, "What the hell is he doing?" But there were a couple who knew, and they appreciated it. I might have to do it again, man. But yeah, there it is. The Australian moves, the Australian power moves. They are quite something. But yeah, even more evidence to this argument, man. Yeah, like I think you know, there are certain things you can do to really get you both the general perception and your own view of yourself, as higher, as heightened, right?
Do you think of your do you think of yourself as powerful in general?
Powerful isn't the first thing I'd think of. I mean, if I said that to anyone, I think that I wouldn't remain powerful for long, Isaac.
Well, if you said to somebody that you thought you were powerful,
yeah, because I just don't think they'd be around anymore for me to exuberate dominance upon them, right? But sometimes, if I'm in my own home, just on my own, right, I will, you know, start prowling around like a caged lion.
Prowling, right? Yeah. Yeah.
And then I think that does make me feel quite powerful. Yeah. I do prowl, man. Like, I don't know if you do this,
on
but
all fours?
oh yeah, you know it. And sometimes if I'm feeling like being normal, I'll just start walking on my hands as well. Isaac. Yeah, right, exactly. I'm a pacer, man. I am always pacing. I am very much like a narrow attention span human, right? So I'll always be thinking of random stuff, and when that happens, like, I will just start pacing around, right? I can't concentrate on something specific for too long, so I'll just get up, and while I'm thinking, I'll just start pacing and prowling, man. And are you okay there, bro? Is it?
I'm just starving. I've caved and I've purchased some sweet berries.
Right. I knew this moment would come.
Simply because these are growthable.
Harvestable, right? I see. That's good.
I don't know if we can. I think. Oh
no.
Oh, I was really.
You have to wait for natural yield on that one, man.
Oh
no. Is this going to be a slow, painful, and horrible death?
Oh no. I paid 10 coins for this.
You paid 10?
I paid 10.
You got 12 bread?
Oh, no.
5.
I might die. We're playing on hard. I think we're actually.
Oh, right. There's no half health / half heart redemption for you. You will just die. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh no. Yeah, that's not fun.
Well, it's okay. I'm back at full health again now, so I'm all good. You know.
Okay, that's good. Oh well, that's at least that it resets properly when you die, right?
Yeah.
That's so nice. Annoying when it goes like halfway and you're still really slow and just everything's horrible.
Yeah. So I do wonder, actually. I don't know if we can make a miner for cobblestone. Right?
Oh.
It says stone types. Actually, I think I can check this, because I think if you type in miner into JEI and you press U over the tier 1 miner, the second page, I think it shows you. So it's like diorite, terracotta, clay. Like, I think it shows you all the stuff you can get. So the question is, if I type in cobblestone and I just click on it, Yeah, it looks like there is an option. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd assume if we just put down 125 cobblestone in a big 5x5 mega cube, we might just be able to start generating cobble.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Maybe you can,
I see this.
You can move up the corporate ladder. Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Well, I was thinking of advancements, moving you up past.
Oh, right. Like a proper corporation.
Block breaker,
I can upskill Isaac. That's the term they like to use. Yeah, I like an upskill. Okay, no, that's good. Let's do that. I was hoping.
I got a package this morning, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I got an email.
Yeah.
I got an email a few days ago. That was like, your UPS package will be here with you on, January 13th.
Right.
By 1 p.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck have I ordered?
Yeah. So, this happens multiple times to you.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know what I've ordered. Right.
Yeah.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I wait. And so I checked the tracking. I'm like, where's it come from, right? That'll tell me what it is. If it's like, or from Amazon warehouse, I'm like, okay, I can probably figure out what it is. And it came from Germany.
Oh, like Amazon.de.
It wasn't Amazon. It was just from Germany, right? It was a UPS package from Germany, and then the UPS website did not tell me from whom it was from. So I'm like, okay, I have no idea what this is. I'll just wait, right? This was like last week when I got the email. I didn't think much about it, right? I was like, it'll arrive, it'll be fine. Fast forward to this morning. The package arrives, Nick. Rather large, right? Maybe 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet, right?
Okay, yeah. So fairly
45 by 45 centimeters.
Yeah.
For those who measure in centimeters.
Yes.
I open it up.
Yeah.
And it's a package from Twitch.
Oh, it's always these companies that send you stuff. Yeah. Okay,
so I'm like, okay, this is fine. I've no longer got my finger on the, about to dial the police when it's anthrax or something, right? Like I'm
exactly.
I'm like, okay, this is fine. So I open it up, and I want you to take a guess, Nick. This is a Twitch, the Twitch goodies. There were Twitch, swag in this box.
Right. Okay.
Again, bearing in mind the size, there are multiple items. Let me think here real quick. If let me get a notepad up. I would like to jot down what was in there. Here, there was one of these. There was these. There was these. There was these. And there was these. I think there were 5 items in this box.
Okay. Right. 5 items. So from Twitch, I'm assuming. That's quite a big box, man. I'm assuming they gave you some kind of badge, like, I'm 21 today.
That's my bad. There were 6 items.
6 items, okay.
So I'm 21 today. It's not my birthday, by the way.
No. And that would be quite late. If they... Happy birthday, lol. Yeah, I reckon one of them is a badge, like a pin badge.
They sent me a little... one of the items was a little packet that had like 5 pins in it.
Okay.
Like little, you know what pins are.
Yeah.
Pins
You put on like a lapel or something.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
There was like, I got a, one had like the partner tick. One had like the Kappa face, the new PogChamp snake emote thing.
I don't suppose it had "feels awesome man with a gun."
Those are not official Twitch emotes.
Disappointing, not worth receiving, Isaac.
Yeah. But yeah, so 1 of 6 was a little set of pins.
Okay. I'm assuming they gave you a foodstuff of some sort, because they seem to do this. Maybe like a packet of very artificial tasting sweeties.
No
Isaac?
Food items were dispensed.
No food items. Okay. Maybe then a little like desk ornament of some kind, like to put on your desk, like little figurines, little Twitch things to put on your desk.
No desk ornaments were acquired.
Okay. Maybe a signed autograph from Jeff Bezos himself.
I'm still not entirely certain if Jeff knows what Twitch is, so like I
probably.
So no, unfortunately, nothing signed. No.
Right. Okay.
There was one. So there are 2 items on here that are pretty standard swag gifts.
T-shirt.
No.
Oh, a clothing item of some sort.
It is a clothing item of some sort.
Okay, like a hoodie then?
No. So to clarify, I have these from Discord and YouTube.
Oh.
And now Twitch.
Oh, I think Discord. Last time you received a package that you didn't know who it was from Discord.
It was.
Like a what is it? It was like a set of trousers,
socks,
of course.
So I now have 3 pairs of Twitch socks, 2 pairs of YouTube socks, and a pair of Discord socks. Nick.
Right. Well, I mean, always useful, man. Whenever someone gives me socks, I'm actually genuinely very grateful. Even though it's such a standard gift, I'm like, thank you. These all come in very useful to me.
So socks are the only clothing item. Yeah.
Okay. Poster, surely. They always give you posters. No posters. Maybe they've finally realized that that's just a massive waste of paper when you give it to people who aren't actually asked for it. Okay, a calendar, maybe?
No calendar. Oh. The other common item that I think is fairly common. I got a water bottle, like one of those, like, you know, like thermal flask looking water bottles, like things cold or warm. Like I got one of those. Also
very useful, actually.
Very useful. So those are kind of the 3 standard stuff. Pins. I've got pins from Discord before. That's understandable. Socks, standard. You know, you can give them to everybody, and a water bottle. The other 3 are a little more bizarre. So one of these was a Qi wireless charger, but it's the Twitch logo.
Okay.
So it's just a Twitch logo that you put on like your desk, I guess, and you plug it in, and it's a wireless charging pad.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, sure. All right. Then there was a throw, like a thin blanket that you'd like, put on like a bed or a couch. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah. Like no, I know exactly what you mean.
Scenario. Yeah. I was like, okay, it just says Twitch partner on it. It's like a blue color actually.
Oh, okay. No, that's quite nice actually. Yeah.
And then finally, the weirdest of them all, Nick, there was a freaking Twitch themed game of Connect 4.
What?
So it's a Connect 4 like set. And then it comes with 2 different types of Connect 4 discs. One set is purple and has the little partner tick on each disc.
Yeah.
And the other is black and has the Twitch logo on each disc.
Right.
And I was like, Connect 4, eh?
Connect 4. Jeez. That is right. Some Connect 4 must have realized that they are not moving stock.
I don't think it's official.
How do we off Connect 4?
I don't think it's like an officially branded thing, man. Like,
right. Maybe someone else then, but like that is wild.
It's a bizarre thing it took up most of the space in the box.
I was gonna say, because everything else you kind of pack down, right? It's flat.
Yeah.
But this is no wonder it was the size that you said it was, about 45 cubed. But that's you played it, man?
No, I received it this morning, man. I've been doing stuff.
Oh, okay, I see. Interesting. I'll tell you what. What do you think of Connect 4? Do you played it much in your past, Isaac? What do you think of it?
I've played Connect 4 a fair bit. I've not played it in a long while though.
Yeah. See, I played it a lot when I was in primary school.
I thought you were going to say prison.
Why did you think I was going to say that?
I don't know.
What are you implying? I mean, I wonder if they do have Connect 4 in prisons. I do know a prison officer. Yeah. I'll ask her next time I speak to her. Oh, man, prison, Yeah, it's because of these illegal good looks, man. That's why I'm locked up. It's because of all my power moves that I've been subjecting to the public, Isaac.
Yeah, jaywalking is what got put away.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. So, it was wet. It was when it was break time, but it was raining outside. So they'd be like, right, you can't really go outside for playtime because it's raining. Let's get out the board games. And Connect 4 was always a very popular one. And then there was like a 10+ year gap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the most recent time that I played Connect 4 was it was about 2 years ago now, actually, in a job interview.
Oh.
Yeah. So
see, I was gonna say I hate that. As somebody who was never interviewed for a job, that is like my worst nightmare. Not because I'm bad at Connect 4, but just whenever they do stuff, it feels like a psychological test
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
My God, man. You're lucky you didn't go through the grad scheme application cycle, because that is, these assessment days is full of that. All these weird tasks and like problem solving. It's absolutely nuts, man. But yeah, that's what it's like.
I don't like it. I don't like the idea that I'm being, tested in such a bizarre way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna test me, at least just let me know what I'm being tested on. And I can just, prove my aptitude in that test. But when it's like, those weird job interview like questions or like puzzles or like,
yeah,
just nonsense,
Yeah.
Job
no,
interview.
I get you,
What
man.
if you could be an animal? What animal would you be? I
had that.
I don't want to be.
I had that.
I wouldn't be any animal. Like, I'd be a human. Like, what?
It's good. Good job. He's a YouTuber.
You don't think that one would get me the job?
I mean, you can apply to some jobs and give it a go, Isaac, just to try it.
What's your answer to that question?
Oh God, I'm
a tiger. I fight
That's
for
what most
everything.
people would say those things, man. They'd be doing that. Like,
I'm a giraffe because I reach for the stars with my neck. What's
the problem is that you're not far off what people say.
I know, that's why I'm saying it's dumb.
That's the worst thing. But yeah, I mean, you get asked that all the time. I had, if anyone, I think I've mentioned this before, it was, if anyone can play your life in a movie, who would play it? And I was like, oh God. And then I said Idris Elba, because, YOLO, right? We might as well go for it.
Right.
Anyway, the thing is, right, is I wasn't playing Connect 4 with one of the people who was like assessing or hiring.
Right.
Like, it wasn't you versus them. And like, if you win, you get the job. Although that would be quite something. And it wasn't really even to test like your skills, like at Connect 4.
Yeah.
It was to see how you get along when playing with the other people on the day. So they gave us a load of board games in the breaks, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, there you go. This is to keep you occupied during the breaks. You don't really think much of it, right? Mm-hmm. But it turns out, because this is the job that I now actually work at, and I knew this at the time because it's just natural to observe. They were observing like how you played it and like how aggressive you were with the other players.
How
like,
aggressive in terms of like your like boasting when you win, or like how aggressive you were in terms of like your moves? Like
in terms of like how you acted if you won or lost.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Not in terms of
a team player,
moves.
not like a douche.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. And there was also someone who'd never played Connect 4 before, because they grew up in a different country, and they were like looking out for like how people explained it to them, and it was almost like who was taking turns, if anyone was leaving people out.
Was that person a plant? Were they not really an applicant? They were there just to test you?
Maybe, man. I mean, that would be incredible if like there were people on those days as plants. Maybe I should do that.
You were the only person interviewing that day, Nick. Everybody else was there to orchestrate this fake day.
I was going to get the job the whole time, just wanted to make me suffer. But yeah, it was actually really interesting. But I'd like to think that I was, quite good about that. And luckily, they were looking for people being nice and not a dick.
Yeah.
And there were some people who, for some reason, decided to think that anything that happened during a break was not being assessed or observed. Right?
Yeah,
but naturally, when everyone else is in the room, they're going to see that. And no matter what, are going to think, what the hell? I don't want to work with them.
Yeah.
And that was exactly the case, which was very interesting. And it was nice to see in this situation that, arrogance was viewed as a negative, rather than some places that I have also done interviews at who favors that kind of thing. And I'm like, I'm quite glad I don't work there. But yeah, that was the last time I played Connect 4, man. It was very interesting. I think I lost quite a lot.
Oh, wow.
No, I didn't. Maybe I won some of them. I'm never really that good with things like Connect 4 and noughts and crosses and stuff like that. Noughts and crosses is a little bit better because there's those tactics on how to like never lose, right?
Yeah, it's a very simple game.
First. Yeah, so you just draw most of the time. But Connect 4, I'm not very good at that.
I mean, like what I'm about to say is like the most obvious thing in the world, but like I think I'm okay at games like that. if I'm playing against people who are worse than me.
So if you're not playing against, the world champion of Connect 4, then
there are just some people, right? Like, and again, it must be like sometimes you play against a person and you're like, what are you doing? Like, and you just win, right? And then other times you play against a person and there's a bit more thought in it and it's a bit more of a battle and maybe you win, maybe you lose. And then other times you play against a person and it's just like, I have no chance. I don't understand how they've done it. They have masterminded this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like crazy, right? It's like the people who play like 4D chess as well. They're thinking like 67 moves ahead and computing all the permutations in their brain, right?
Yeah,
and all that stuff. And I'm just like, I can't back it. I'm just here for a good time.
Yeah, and it's like here for a good time, not a long time. I can't think that far ahead.
Exactly.
By the way, we've got a cobble gen now, man.
Oh, have we? Oh, perfect.
This giant cube on the end.
Yeah, look at that. It's actually it's extra large.
XL, man. Yeah.
Look at this.
It's not as fast as you, man. Not as efficient as you.
Thanks, man. I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm somewhat superior to this large mass. I mean, I was half expecting you to not put a miner up here and be like, all right, Nick, get up here now and start mining this cobblestone instead. Okay, good stuff. But yeah, man, it's quite something. It's quite something. The other one, I'm harkening back now to those like primary school rainy days. And there was one more game that everyone loved playing. Guess Who? That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you had like someone had committed a crime and you had a board with loads of faces on it and you had to guess who had committed the crime.
Like, is it a man or is it a man? And like half the board goes down. Do they have glasses? Half the board goes down. Do they have a beard? Do they have red hair?
Exactly. I think I was quite good at that actually. So maybe I'd be a good interrogator in the future, right? Like I'm interrogating someone.
Yeah.
Was it a victim? Was it a woman or was it a man? Give them a steely-eyed look. Did they have a beard? And then I've just got like a guess who board in front of me. And after they give me their answers,
with all of your suspects on.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's my. I mean. If maybe people who are hiring interrogators should get them to play Guess Who, man.
Play Guess Who, yeah.
See
maybe
if they win. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, good stuff. So where are we at here, Isaac? In the old quest book. Let's have a look.
We're almost done on Minor Tier 1. I have just acquired. So I mean, do you want Nick to? Ooh, hold on. Ooh.
Oh yeah, look at this little setup here. This is quite nice.
Do you want to get like 125 stone? Like stone,
right?
Because like from a decorative standpoint, Nick, I dislike the vast use of cobblestone around the base.
Yes.
I much prefer the stone brick, and even like I'm a big fan of stone slabs and smooth stone.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean, that lighter look?
Potential from the stone charter. Right, so yeah, let me do that. Let me grab 125. How come the specificity of that, Isaac?
The specificity is because that's a 5x5x5 cube is 125 blocks.
Oh, I see.
So if we're going to set up a stone generator, I'm also thinking, man, like it's 15 tech books to purchase 4 dark oak saplings.
There he goes. Now he wants to use the tech box.
Well, this is why I didn't waste it on bread. Bread was a waste. You could eat 10 bread and it's gone. It's never to be seen again. Like, it's a complete waste.
Oh dear. Okay, yeah. Let's do that, man. Dark oak would be quite.
Did you
nice.
take the glass out of the furnace?
Oh, I did. Yeah, here you go.
Oh right. Yeah. Oh, it's okay.
I'll put it in. I'll whack it in here as well. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, I'll put your stone back. My bad.
Oh, thanks.
Don't forget to use the jumbo furnace as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna load this guy up. Here we go.
Yeah. Load it up, man. Load it up.
Here we go. Yeah. All right.
How do you feel about loading things up? You go out for a restaurant or something, they'll offer you the option to like load up your fries or like load up other stuff. Like, do you load up on stuff?
Do I load up? I don't know. See, what I'd like, Isaac, is to load up but make the portion size smaller, because it's like here's like a normal portion of fries that would serve one person. Now, do you want to load it up to the nines with 7,867 calories of cheese, bacon, peppers, and onions? And I'm like, I mean, I want it, but I don't want it. When people say, here's the thing, when people say loaded, right? That also comes with the connotation of making the portion size larger as well, I feel. They're like, do you want to load it up? The problem with loading things up is that makes usually a side dish the main event.
Yeah.
But I also want a main event. You get me, man? You get where I'm coming from?
I feel you, man.
Yeah. So I think there's a gap in the market here, actually, man, more than anything else, for maybe small loads. Yeah.
You should call it that. You should call it Nick's Small Loads and see how well that goes.
And say, hi, I'm just doing some market research. Do you want to be my focus group? Do you like small loads?
Yep. And then see what they come back with.
See what they say. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be very effective, man.
Yeah. Just you'd be one of those people who does it on the streets, right? You stand out there with a clipboard and...
Yeah. No, I'm thinking more of those really annoying vloggers that just have their phones on record selfieing. And they go up to strangers on the street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those fiends.
I've thankfully never been approached by that.
No,
what's your protocol, Nick? If you're walking through like the high street, right, through the center of town, and one of these people, so like they might be working for a charity, but they also might be like trying to sell you like gas, like they might be trying to get you to change your energy supply or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean, or selling you mobile data or something like that.
Exactly.
Like, there are these people who stand in the middle and then try and get your attention, right? They're like they just start talking at you, like, as if you already know each other, right? Like they're like, oh, as if you were there to communicate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like as if you're there to talk to them. They just start talking at you. You know, they're like, oh, do you need to, how's it going? That's something like that, right?
Exactly.
What's your response to these
usually I won't engage unless I have a lot of free time. But usually if I'm walking through a high street, I have a purpose at that time, like I'm going somewhere. So whenever someone approaches me, I just smile at them. I'm like, oh, no, thank you. I'm okay. And then usually, I mean, here in Birmingham, they'll just keep talking at you, right?
Yes.
So you just got to keep walking. Be like, no. I'll be like, no, don't want it. Sorry. This has happened to me before when I've been with people. They've come up to me and they're like, oh, like, how are you doing? Like, do you want these wristbands? And then the person I'd be with, they'd be like, oh, miss, do you want some wristbands? And we'd just be like, no, we're out here. Like, we've got somewhere to be.
Yeah.
So usually I'll brush them off. The annoying vlogger type has happened to people I know.
Right.
And like there's one recently, and she was telling me like she was walking with earphones in, right? And I feel like that's actually quite a good tactic these days.
Yes.
If you've got earphones in, people would be less likely to try and get your attention because they're just like, well, there's no point, right? They're listening to something there. We're never going to get their attention. So that's actually a tactic now I find. Is like put earphones in or look like you're busy doing something, like you're on your phone, like texting someone or like something like that. And apparently someone just went up to her and was like, yo, what do you think of this? They just like whack their phone in her face, trying to get like a and I was like, yikes. God, the people are insufferable, aren't they, man?
They
like,
are.
It is unreal.
It's bad.
But yeah, luckily I haven't had that extent. Happened to me before. I was with my mum though it was a couple of years ago. We were in a shopping center. And someone from a health-based charity came up to us and they were like, hi, they were like one of those really keen types that you mentioned earlier, right? Like they're really trying to get your attention. They came up to us and they were like, hi, da, 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 da. And I'm pretty sure we were in a rush to do something. And we were like, no, sorry, like we don't have the time. And then here's the really annoying bit that happens sometimes is that they started to play the guilt game. They're like, oh, do you not believe in like health research and stuff and like that? And they're like,
that's a real it's D-move.
Yeah, right. And my mum was like, I work in healthcare. She was literally she was like, sorry, like because the health-based charity in question was quite funnily like my mum's career.
Nice.
She was like, no. And they were like, do you not believe in
do you not believe?
Research? And I was like, yo, leave us alone. Like, I had another one actually. I only just remember this. I was in Cambridge a few months ago, and someone came up to my dad.
Yeah.
And asked
him... Were they collecting analytics?
They weren't collecting analytics. They were trying to sell something. But I forgot what they were trying to sell, but it was something really stupid. And when he was like, no, I'm on my way to somewhere, they like made like a really snarky comment on his like weight.
Oh.
Yeah. And
yikes.
I was like ahead of the group at this point. I was walking with my sibling, and I'd only heard about this after. But you better believe that if I'd heard that, I would have like stopped and spoken to that person and be like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
Like, because some people, man, like I get that, like salespeople get like frustrated and stuff like that. But like, keep your socks on, right? Like, just don't be a D, right? But yeah, so I've had some interesting experiences with these street salespeople, but luckily no vloggers have come up to me yet. Isaac.
Yeah, the one I hit the most, or like I've hit the most in recent memory, is like I was leaving my local supermarket, and there was like a team. You know, again, they're just trying to like they're like they're really a company, right? They're not like a charity or anything. They're like trying to sell you something. You know, this would be like a phone company, or like I said, maybe they're trying to get you to change your gas supplier or something.
Yeah.
And like, but they were just stood at the exit, right? So there's one door out of the supermarket, and they're stood there, right? There's one way in, one way out. And they're stood at the exit, right? And this is like post-COVID, and I'm just like, you know what I mean? This is like in the COVID era.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you want to start your cube? Is that what you're looking to do?
Please, yeah.
Yeah, I'll build you a 5x5.
Thank you, man.
But yeah, and I'm just like, and again, every single person who's walking past, they're like talking at them, like trying to. I hate it.
Yeah.
My strategy is just to ignore them. I just pretend they don't exist. Right?
Yeah, that's fair.
I just completely do not. They'll talk to me like, hey, hey, big man. I'm like, I just don't say a word. I just walk past them in complete
that is
silence.
Always a good tactic as well. Like it's quite popular, isn't it? Is to just ignore them and just until either you leave or they leave, right?
Yeah,
like
I mean, I've never had them follow me.
Yeah, that's
right?
good. That is good. That would be very annoying.
It would.
Yeah, like
they've always just gone away.
Yeah. No, that's good. But yeah, no, it is annoying. And here's the thing, man. Who thought that it's a good idea to employ this sales tactic?
Yeah.
Like, who's walking through a high street and like walks past an energy company and thinks, oh, I never thought about changing my energy supplier, but I'm gonna do it now. Now that I've seen this.
I've been meaning to get around to that. I just never didn't have a random stranger ask me about it.
It's just like if a stranger comes up to me in the street, it's like, do you want to change your phone now? I'm gonna be like, you know what? I really do.
I mean, the thing is, though, it must work, right? That company is paying people to be there. It must work, right?
So, interesting insight I actually have on this. A friend of a friend recently got involved with one of these roles, right?
Got involved like it's a gang,
like a ring,
like a mafia gang. Like, they got mixed up in one of these.
They got mixed up in one of those crowds. And funnily enough, Isaac, it was for an energy company, and they were deployed onto the streets to try and sell this energy.
They must be paid commission for each.
It was commission only.
Oh, they don't get paid to be there.
They were not being paid for their time. Yeah.
That makes a tremendous amount more sense.
Yeah. So it explains the keenness sometimes, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
And from what I heard, Isaac, no, people don't actually like buy it at all. Like it doesn't actually work.
No one is doing
effectively in the slightest.
That makes a lot of sense, honestly.
Yeah. And it's like the biggest loser are the unfortunately the people who are trying to sell it, because the group, the company or like entity behind them don't have to pay them until they sell something, and so therefore they can only win, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. There you go. Doesn't work, peeps. Doesn't work.
There you go.
A bit of insight for the viewers. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Another quest complete, Isaac.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So the stone cube is ready to go.
I've got a miner for you, man.
Oh, perfect. I will get some ladder if there is any.
I was just Nick, I'm on it. Don't you worry.
Oh, thank you, man.
Don't you worry.
Sorted.
So I've set up a real, quote unquote, real smeltery. The first one I set up was like one of the fake ones, which is just a seared melter over a seared heater. But I now have like the fully fledged, albeit skinny, slender smeltery. The trouble now is that we don't have lava.
Oh yeah, like I guess we can't tap into this lava over here because it's just one source block.
I think I mean, if you look at the top, like if you come up here,
let's have a look.
There is many source blocks, but it's obviously not infinite, right?
there's a sign.
Cool. There is a sign. I think it says caution.
Yeah, it does. What the hell? Fair enough.
Yeah, and you can see the thin solar panels over on the other side as well.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, just kind of hanging out.
Yeah. I see. So are you potentially thinking just steal one of those lava?
Well, no, I was looking at, if you type lava into JEI, there is a fluid absorber. So I assume that fluids work in the same way. You'll see there's a fluid absorber that produces lava when given power, right? So I assume this is the same idea. Yeah, if you look at the bottom, it says so if you click on the lava, like the actual lava, not the bucket.
Yeah.
The first recipe is the fluid absorber, yeah?
Yes, I see this. Energy equals lava, essentially.
If you go down, there's a little green plus. If you click on that, click to view required structure. I can't see that. It doesn't do anything, but it says required structure 8 Minecraft lava. So I assume maybe you put it in the middle and you surround it with 8 lava.
Yeah, and then it generates similar to these miners, I guess. Then actually,
yeah,
it generates lava.
5 Fe per tick. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but to make that, you need a fluid absorber. The recipe for the fluid absorber requires basic Techium ingots.
Oh, okay. So we're going to have to delve into this.
They seemed expensive at the start, but if you click on them now, they're made in the resource combiner. They're made with coal, lapis, bronze, stone, seared bricks, and treated wood. So coal and lapis we can just get directly from coal and lapis miners, right? Easy enough. Bronze we can make from copper and tin, which we now have, and we've got the smeltery to make the bronze. Stone we're making free. Seared brick we get from the sand, gravel, and clay that we're getting from the grout, right? And then the only one left that we don't have yet is the treated wooden planks. Yes. So I'm thinking we kind of start with the coke oven quest line, which is in tier 1.
Okay, let's have a look. Coke oven, I see.
Yeah. So to make the coke oven, we need 27 coke brick. Oh, hold on. I'm being told by the pack creator who is here that lava buckets. Oh.
Ooh.
You can just smelt a regular iron bucket into a bucket of lava. However, we don't have an iron bucket, right? We don't have iron.
Yes, we do not. Is that going to have to be a purchase then?
Well, I didn't see any iron ore in the thingamajig.
So is it potentially one of those things that is combined, maybe?
Oh, no, never mind. I'm just a silly belly. There is iron ore right here.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, but it requires 1 basic Techium ingot.
Oh, right. Okay.
So we buy it for the cost of 1 Techium ingot. So I think what we might have to do is we might have to use a little bit of the free lava given. Oh, no, okay. I'm being told that even though it doesn't show in JEI, I do have a ceramic bucket made from clay. I'm being told this does work. I can just smelt this
Here we go.
into what we're after.
So a bucket turns into a bucket of lava. I mean, that is brilliant. Free lava, man.
Our power situation is kind of dire.
Yeah, given that it's midday as well.
Which surprises me as well, because I'm pretty sure there's a good amount of solar might up on the surface there.
Why are these running out? They're actively running. Oh no, they are charging up actually. But yeah, what?
Give me a second. I'm bringing some
first level tech support here, Isaac, to diagnose the issue.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to run some diagnostic.
Beautiful. Get your laptop out, plug it in, hit some keys.
Yeah, Control Alt, delete, backspace.
Yeah, F5. Sorted.
Oh, there's a book here.
Oh.
I don't know if you had this or not. But yeah, we've got bizarrely, we've got 7 starter solar panels and 1 basic solar panel.
Yeah, what the hell? Okay.
So the starter, so the basic one produces 150 Fe per tick. Oh no, sorry, max extract. So the basic one generates 12 and the rest generate 1. So actually this is only 20?
20, yeah, 20.
Right, which is not actively enough for the redstone furnace. Well, the redstone furnace uses 20, but so it can power 1 of these, but both of these don't work.
Right, I see. Okay. Do we have enough juice backed up in this bad boy to smelt the bucket at this time?
No.
Okay.
Maybe?
Well, maybe. Oh, no, I think we do. Oh, I'm not sure, actually. Oh, this is going to be tight. Oh, it's going to do it. It's going to do it. Nice.
Easy. Okay, nice. Yeah, okay, cool. So we do have what it takes here. Also, by the way, we might want to set up we might want to set a dedicated area for this. But
yes.
Every time you harvest a berry, you get more berries.
Right. Okay. So we can grow a large bush, Isaac, is what you're saying.
Like I said, I think we might want to set up like an orchard or something, just like a big old
no, that's fair enough.
zone for a plethora of berries.
Those. Yeah, maybe similar to like how we're setting up our cubes here. We have like a 5x5 or bigger zone just for the berries.
Yeah, I stand to this was a good investment, man. I think this 10 tech bucks were
I got an apple.
Yeah, I just tore down some leaves, man, to make some space.
I'm going to eat that because, oh my God, I'm getting hungry. I am getting hungry.
Yeah, I think that the logic here is that we need 27 coke brick. The coke brick is made from brick and clay, which as well as bronze blocks. So we need to get 27, which is 9 lots of 3. So we need 9 blocks of bronze, which is quite a bit. But again, it's all free now, right? We've got unlimited tin, unlimited copper, and unlimited lava. So the 9 blocks of bronze, and then a bunch of clay, some of which we smelt into bricks. Once we've got 27 coke brick, we can set up a coke oven, which is going to allow us to make creosote. Once we have creosote, we can then make the treated wood. Once we have the treated wood, we can look at using that to make our first techium ingot.
Perfect.
The tier 1, the basic techium ingot.
Right. And then we can maybe invest that potentially into getting iron or for the...
I think we'd have to invest that into getting iron.
Yeah. And then we would be
and again, we could always make more after the fact there.
Yes.
I am wondering though, Nick, we probably want to start looking, and I think the kind of the bedrock of this pack is automation, right?
Right.
So one of the quests here, actually in the coke oven quest line, is to make a factory block.
Oh yeah, it's like a crafting table looking thing.
I believe that this allows you to like pump items in, that you can like set a recipe and it'll craft that recipe, right? So I'm kind of thinking what we probably want to do is start like for things like again, if you look at the techium ingot, right?
Yes.
Basic technium ingot, sorry. The technium ingot, I think we want to automate coal, lapis, stone, bronze, treated wood, and seared bricks.
So that we just have
So we can automate techium, and we can just have that being made like consistently. Coal and lapis and stone are all automated like basically out the gate, right? The seared bricks, we can take the sand, gravel, and dust that we're getting out of this miner, send that to a factory to craft it into grout, send it to a furnace to smelt it into seared bricks, and then send it to a storage drawer or something, right? And it's good to go.
Yeah,
and then
perfect.
The only one after that, the treated wood, again, shouldn't be too difficult. Like if we can automate wood collection, which might be the hard bit, we can then get, there's actually a fluid crafter, which allows you to just pump creosote in, put the wood in, and then at some energy cost, it'll make the treated wood itself.
Nice.
That seems easy enough. And then bronze, we can use an alloy kiln maybe to automate that, or we could use, again, like an induction smelter later on down the line. But again, I think as we go here, we're probably going to want to automate all of the steps so that we have those things like en masse, right?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like a Factorio style system, right?
Okay, yeah. And then
we're probably going to need a good amount of techium to go
automate
forward.
more stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah. I get you. It becomes like a spiral, like a big old mishmash of automating things to automate other things.
Yeah,
to automate other things.
If you type in technium, sorry, so TECHNIUM, it starts out with the basic, and then the final quest of the pack is making final techium ingots.
Oh, right, which is all of the other technium ingots. I see.
Yeah, exactly. The end technium ingot is made with draconium. It's made with infused ender ingots, malleite, chorus fruit, ender slime crystals, netherite techium plates. Before that, you need netherite ingots, end crystals, shroomlight, hepatizen, ultimate techium plates, manulin. Ultimate techium ingots require reinforced obsidian, yellow cake uranium, sulfur, elite techium plates, energized steel, and atomic alloy. So each tier seems to require a plate from the previous tier. So it seems like you do want to have all of that automated, right? So that you can then just use those to make the next tier, and then use those to make the next tier. So, the number of like basic techium plates that's going to be required to make the like final techium ingot is going to be quite high, right?
Yeah, of course. So we start the automation early, Isaac, and we prosper.
There are different fluids in each one. Yeah, the final one needs molten emerald,
I think, right? Yeah.
There's also ender slime and blazing blood and all kinds of stuff like after water. So yeah, I think basically, Nick, there's like a ton. Like I said, I think it's like a Factorio style thing where we want to set up like systems and belts and lines and all kinds of jazz to automate a lot of this thing. A lot of this stuff, even, I should say. Thankfully, again, if you check the recipe if you check the third quest line in tier 1, moving stuff,
Let's have a look. Yeah.
The recipe for conveyor belts has been changed. It doesn't need leather anymore. It's just tin, copper, and lapis.
Nice.
Which is why I made the lapis cube.
Yeah.
We've got a ton of lapis, so we should be able to make conveyor belts and start moving things around fairly easily.
Perfect. Because and that can be a basis of automation as well, right? Is that the only pipe system?
I think, because next to it, to the left of that, is the extracting conveyor belt. There is also the basic logistic pipe, which doesn't look too bad, actually. It looks fairly doable. So maybe we can use those and all conveyor belts, like whatever we feel is we want to use. But yeah, because right now we don't have a way of extracting out of these miners.
We just have to go up to them and pick them out, right?
Yeah,
so yeah. Having a central database with conveyor belts or basic mechanical pipes, that would be very useful.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think next time, Nick, we come back, we can try and get that first technium ingot, so we can get iron, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, we can kind of move on and look at automating the production of technium, so we have like an unlimited amount of it, right, to move forward.
Exactly.
And there's even a question for it. The bottom quest line, is for basic technium, right? Like it's got all of the. Oh, there's even look, there's a tree absorber. When a tree is built on top of a tree absorber, it will generate items that would drop from it. So basically, you just build a tree on top of the tree absorber, and it doesn't tear it down. It just generates the stuff.
It's the same with mobs, it looks like, as well, man. I'm assuming you put a zombie on top of a mob absorber, it just generates, like, rotten flesh, right? Or a skeleton generates bones. An Enderman would generate ender pearls, right? Like, that might be the play here.
Oh, so it does say, there's, mob spawner, here we go. The mob absorber can be used to create mob essence, which can be used to make mob drops. The mob spawner will spawn mobs when provided with power and liquid mob essence. The type of mob spawn depends on the type of mob essence used. So that's how you get like mob spawners. There's also the mob absorber. The mob absorber can be used to create mob essence, which can be used to make mob drops. So you get like mob essence, and then you can use that in something, I would assume.
Yeah.
To make something.
Yeah. Something like that, man.
Something along those lines. So there's this guidebook that has like stuff in it. It's got like the mob absorber, the miners, the netherite controller, the tree absorber. The tree absorber shows you how all that kind of stuff works. But yeah, so it seems like we can kind of automate a lot of this stuff, which seems very useful.
Yes.
Oh, and as soon as we get basic technium ingots, Nick, we can finally make that ortho-dimensional hyper furnace upgrade for the jumbo furnace.
That's what I was thinking of when I said iron. I was like, there is one more thing that requires this. What is it? Yeah. We'll upgrade this bad boy, man. Sounds good to me. Oh. Yeah, we'll get this. Oh yeah, we can give it a bit of a belly rub and make it faster. It would be great, man.
I'm interested to see how fast it is, right? Because it says it does it faster than it currently does. But I'm
hoping for a serious upgrade, man. With that kind of name, you would hope so, right?
Oh, okay. So again, real quick, I'm looking here. Once we have technium, we can make an advanced item recycler. Right now, we can make a basic item recycler. I don't know what the difference is there, but there's then a scrap box. So you can make scrap in either a basic or advanced item recycler. The advanced one might be able to do more, but you can turn like cobble into scrap or recycled scrap, and then you can turn scrap into tech books.
Right. Okay. So there is a way to mine tech bucks. I thought there would be.
Does look like there is. Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't know though, right? And you want me spending my money on bread?
No. There was always going to be a way, Isaac. Look at these bad boys. They look like quite crisp. Like look like cereal, man. I kind of want to eat one.
Yeah. They're like apple flavored or something.
Yeah, maybe, man. Yeah, green, right?
How you doing food wise, man?
I am just under half, Isaac. Oh, here we go. Let's try some of these. Sweet. Very easy. Here we go. Yeah, it'll get me right up.
Yeah, nice. Go, man. They're paying. They see my little 10 coin investment, Nick, paying dividends already.
Oh yeah, beautiful, man. Beautiful. I'm full.
Yeah, same. Oh,
amazing.
You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Flipping heck. Well, I think we made a fairly good start. We also need to do some base reworking, Nick, because this is a bit of a mess.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Now we've got stone.
Now we've got infinite
stone.
So
we can do that. Yeah.
We can make more stone bricks. We can make smooth stone slabs, all that kind of jazz. Nick, we can do all that, which is fantastic.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, perfect. For now, though, thank you for watching.